In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, peace and blessings be upon all of you, dear brothers and sisters. Welcome back to this channel. Muharram ul Haram is not just another month on the Islamic calendar. It is one of the 4 sacred months that Allah Almighty Himself has honored and protected. In the Holy Quran, Allah tells us that among the 12 months of the year, 4 are sacred, and Muharram holds the highest rank among them all. Our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that the best fasting after the fasting of Ramadan is the fasting of the month of Allah, and that month is Muharram. This is recorded in Sahih Muslim. If fasting in Muharram carries such an enormous reward, just imagine how much more powerful Durood Sharif becomes when it is recited during these blessed days, in this sacred month, with a sincere and loving heart. And for those of you who are in the later years of your life, who may find it difficult to stand long in prayer, whose knees ache after years of prostration, whose eyesight has grown weak from decades of reading the Holy Quran, this special spiritual practice was made for you. You can perform it sitting in a chair. You can perform it lying down on your bed. What matters more than anything else is the connection of your heart with Allah and with His beloved Prophet, peace be upon him. My dear elderly brothers and sisters, you have spent your entire lives in worship. You prayed 5 times a day through the heat of summer and the cold of winter. You fasted for decades. You gave charity when you yourselves had very little. You raised your children with faith, with love, and with the fear of Allah. And now, in the final and most beautiful chapter of your life, you still wake up before the sun rises and whisper the name of Allah in the darkness. I want to say something to you directly today, from my heart to yours. Your worship has never gone to waste. Not a single prayer, not a single tear, not a single moment of patience you ever showed. Allah saw all of it. Allah counted all of it. And Allah will reward you for every single bit of it. But I want to share something with you today that I genuinely believe will bring a new light into your heart. Do you know that our Prophet, peace be upon him, said that whenever a believer recites Durood Sharif even once, Allah sends 10 mercies upon that person. 10 of their sins are forgiven, and their rank before Allah is elevated by 10 degrees. Let that settle in your heart for a moment. Just one recitation of Durood Sharif, 10 mercies, 10 forgiven sins, 10 elevated ranks. And in the month of Muharram, this reward is multiplied far beyond what any of us can even calculate. My dear brothers and sisters, every single time Durood Sharif passes through your lips in this sacred month, it rises up to the throne of Allah. It reaches our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him. He hears it. He knows it. He responds to it with his blessed intercession. You are never too old for this. You are never too weak for this. You are never too tired for this beautiful and powerful connection with the one who loves his entire nation more than a mother loves her newborn child. Before we get to the spiritual practice itself, let us understand together why Durood Sharif is so extraordinarily powerful and why Muharram makes it even more special. Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran, in Surah Al-Ahzab, in the 56th verse, that indeed Allah and His angels send blessings upon the Prophet, and He commands those who believe to also send blessings and peace upon him. This verse stands completely alone in all of the Quran. There is no other verse like it. In it, Allah Himself is sending blessings upon the Prophet, peace be upon him. The angels of the entire heavens are sending blessings upon him. And then Allah is personally inviting every believer, you and me, to join in that divine act. Think about what this means. When you recite Durood Sharif, you are not doing something ordinary. You are joining Allah and the angels in an act of love and devotion toward the greatest human being who ever walked this earth. There is no act of worship that carries this kind of distinction and this kind of honor. The Prophet, peace be upon him, also said that whoever sends one blessing upon him, Allah will send 10 blessings upon that person. And he said that the closest people to him on the Day of Judgment will be those who sent the most blessings upon him during their lives in this world. During Muharram, a month in which every single good deed is multiplied in reward, the power of Durood Sharif becomes something truly and deeply extraordinary. Muharram is the first month of the Islamic calendar. It is a month of new beginnings. It is a month of purification and turning back to Allah. It is a month in which the mercy of Allah descends in ways that are special and unique to this time of year. The great scholars of Islam throughout history have always taught that any act of worship performed with sincerity and consistency during Muharram, especially during its first 10 days and on the blessed day of Ashura, carries blessings that continue to follow the believer throughout the entire year ahead. This is why our elders would always say, "Begin your year in the right way," and Muharram will open the doors of provision, health, peace, and divine mercy for every month that follows. The special Durood spiritual practice I am about to share with you is not something I invented. It is not something new. It is a practice deeply rooted in Islamic tradition, carried forward by generations of sincere and pious believers, passed down from teacher to student and from parents to their beloved children. It has brought peace to people during their darkest moments of hardship. It has brought comfort to the sick and the elderly. It has opened doors of provision for families who had nothing. And most beautifully of all, it has brought a closeness to Allah and His Prophet, peace be upon him, that no amount of worldly wealth or worldly success could ever replace. Now, dear brothers and sisters, here is the complete spiritual practice, and I want you to follow each step carefully. The very first thing you need to do is make sure your body is clean and pure. Wash your hands 3 times. Rinse your mouth 3 times. Clean your nose 3 times. Wash your face 3 times. Wash your arms up to the elbows 3 times. Wipe your head once with wet hands. Clean your ears once. And finally, wash both of your feet up to the ankles 3 times. This is your full purification before you begin. If you are elderly or unwell, and water is difficult for you to use, then simply take your clean dry hands, press them gently on a clean surface, wipe your face once with both hands, and then wipe both hands up to the wrists. This dry purification is completely accepted by Allah and is just as valid. Now go to a clean and quiet place in your home. If you have a prayer mat, spread it on the floor and sit on it facing the direction of the Kaaba. If sitting on the floor is painful for your knees or your back, then sit on a chair. If even that is difficult, then lie down on your bed with your face turned toward the Kaaba. Allah does not want you to hurt yourself. He wants your heart, not your discomfort. Place both your hands on your knees. Close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath, and say quietly from your heart, "I am beginning this blessed act of worship sincerely for the sake of Allah alone." Now recite the opening chapter of the Holy Quran 1 complete time. Start with, "In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful." All praise belongs to Allah, the Lord of all the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful. Master of the Day of Judgment, you alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. Guide us to the straight path. the path of those upon whom you have bestowed your favor, not of those who have earned anger, nor of those who have gone astray. Say Ameen softly after this. After that, ask Allah for forgiveness 33 times. Each time say from your heart, "O Allah, I ask you for forgiveness, and I turn back to you." Say this 33 times slowly and with full feeling. Do not rush this. Let every single word land in your heart before you move to the next one. Now comes the most powerful and most beautiful part of this entire spiritual practice. You are going to send blessings upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, 111 times. Each time you send this blessing, say, "O Allah, send your blessings upon Muhammad and upon the family of Muhammad, just as you sent your blessings upon Ibrahim and upon the family of Ibrahim. Truly you are the most praiseworthy, the most glorious. O Allah, send your grace and honor upon Muhammad and upon the family of Muhammad, just as you sent your grace and honor upon Ibrahim and upon the family of Ibrahim. Truly, you are the most praiseworthy, the most glorious." Say this 111 times. If you are using prayer beads, count carefully. If you do not have prayer beads, you can count on the joints of your fingers as our Prophet, peace be upon him, taught us. Each hand has 14 joints across the 4 fingers, giving you 28 counts per round. You can keep track of your rounds mentally or with a small counter. If 111 times is too much for your energy in one sitting, then do it in 2 parts. Do 55 times after your dawn prayer in the morning and 56 times after your sunset prayer in the evening. Both parts together complete your daily count. Allah sees your effort. Allah knows your body. He accepts from you what you are sincerely and genuinely able to give. When you have finished sending blessings upon the Prophet, peace be upon him, keep your hands raised and now speak to Allah directly. This is your personal conversation with your Lord. No script, no formula, just your own words, your own pain, your own hopes, your own needs. Ask him for good health in your body. Ask him for peace in your heart. Ask him to forgive every sin you have committed in your life, the ones you remember and the ones you have forgotten. Ask him to be merciful to your parents if they have passed away. Ask him to guide your children and your grandchildren. Ask him to make your final days easy and full of light. Ask him to let your last words be the declaration of his oneness. Ask him to make the angel of death gentle with you. Ask him to make your grave a garden of peace. And ask him to gather you with our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, on the day of judgment. Stay in this moment for as long as your heart needs. If tears come, let them come. The tears of an elderly believer in the sacred month of Muharram are among the most beloved things to Allah. When you feel your heart is at peace and your supplication is complete, send blessings upon the Prophet, peace be upon him, 3 final times. And then say Ameen 3 times from the deepest place inside your chest. Your spiritual practice for the day is now complete. Do this every single day from the 1st of Muharram until the end of the month. Make it your daily appointment with Allah. Wake up for it. Protect your time for it. If you miss a day because of illness or genuine forgetfulness, do not give up. Simply begin again the next morning. Consistency is what Allah loves most. A small deed done every day is far more beloved to Allah than a large deed done only once. My dear brothers and sisters, those who practice this spiritual practice with sincerity throughout Muharram experience a deep sense of inner peace that quietly replaces anxiety and worry. They feel a closeness to the Prophet, peace be upon him, that sometimes brings unexpected tears. They see doors of provision beginning to open in ways they did not anticipate. They find physical hardships becoming easier to carry with patience and with acceptance. And most beautifully, they begin to feel a sense of readiness and peace when they think about the day they will meet Allah. This is not magic. This has nothing to do with superstition. This is the simple, pure, and timeless power of connecting your heart with Allah through sincere love for His Prophet. Peace be upon him. My dear brothers and sisters, especially those of you who are older, who have given so much of your lives, your energy, your youth, and your tears to this beautiful faith, you are not forgotten. Allah sees every prayer you have ever made. He knows every night you spent awake making supplication when the whole world was asleep. He counted every hardship you carried with faith and patience and dignity. This Muharram, let the blessings you send upon the Prophet, peace be upon him, be your closest companion. Let them fill every morning and every evening of this sacred month. If this video brought you any benefit, please share it with your family and with the elderly people in your life who deserve to know about this spiritual practice. Press the like button so that more people can find this video and benefit from it. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss another reminder. And please leave a comment below saying I will practice this spiritual practice in Muharram so that I can make a sincere prayer for each and every one of you. May Allah accept your worship. May He fill your remaining days with peace, with good health, and with His divine love and mercy. May He make your ending beautiful and full of light. And may He grant us all the honor and the eternal joy of the companionship of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the gardens of paradise. Ameen, Ameen, Ameen. Peace and blessings be upon all of you.